Hello to you all, dear guys. Do you remember this beautiful girl that we had the tutorial in previous videos? Today we are going to make a bangle bracelet for the set of this beautiful earring. What we need is wire of 2 millimeters and also 0.4 for the weaving parts, some beads and a pearl or any other kind of beads or stones that you desire that is a set to this earring that you had made, and also main tools, round nose pliers, chain nose pliers, wire cutter, and also a cylindrical shape that I'm using a glass that is suitable for your wrist measure to the bangle or bracelet. First of all, we need to determine the size on 2 millimeter wire, and one of the easiest ways is to use a thinner wire that could be the wastage of your previous works and wrap it all around your wrist. And this would be the size that we are going to cut on the wire, and we need 2 of that. So this is the first strand. So we cut 2 strands at this desired length, and you could make them all straight with a plastic hammer. If you need more explanation on this, please comment it below. And now, this is the time to hammer these 2 strands with our hard hammer. So pick up your hard hammer and start pushing on these strands on the right direction, just like this. And keep doing this so that you would have a flattened area. As my wires are covered with a coating, I have used my jewelry file and also my sandpaper. These 2 tools, as we had in previous video, to remove the coating part of the wire. I did the same for these 2 strands. So now we have 2 strands of wires are hammered and also polished a little, and it's ready to be curved. And then we are going to add the beads inside these 2 rows. So we could wrap these wires and add the beads and pearl between these 2. So we pick up our cylindrical shape, and I'm using a glass, and part that is appropriate to the size of our wrist that we had determined. We are going to wrap this wire, and it should be opened as it's going to be a cuff bracelet and something like a bangle. So we start by the bigger part in the area that the start and ending point doesn't match, and then little by little we curve it around the smaller areas. If needed, use your round nose pliers to curve ending and starting point of this wire, and to help this shape to be curved better, and to help this curve to shape better, again put it on the cylindrical shape, and you could use the plastic part of your tool to form it again. So keep it tight and push with the plastic part of your tool. Then we make both of them curved and to be bent like this. The important thing that you should pay attention is that when you put these 2 besides each other, they should be all kept tight and they should be the same. Now we are going to make a space at the size of your bead. It's like this, and to fasten it a little with paper tape. And now start to weave in the wire and inserting the beads in. So we attach the paper tape both at the ending and starting point to keep it tight. Now pick up your thinner wire of about 0.4, make a tie just like we did before. Fasten it up with your round nose pliers and push it and round it and wrap it all around this main structure at least for 3 times. Then cut it out and push it to the main wire, and then cut the other tail in about 30 centimeters, and we are going to start inserting the bead into that part. Now insert the first bead in, and put it between the 2 rows of our wire strands, and again make a tie with the thinner wire, and continue wrapping the wire just as the same and 3 times, and continue this process as you desire. It could be continued all over this length or just at the middle and a little less. We continue adding the beads and weaving the wire till we get to the middle of the area that we are going to bead. And at this point we should add the stone or pearl that we added in the earring that we had in previous tutorial. I mean this one. Any bead or stone that you had used for this earring you could use for this bracelet too. So as I used a pearl, I insert one of that at the midpoint of this bracelet that is somehow a cuff bracelet and a bangle, and start to weave in 3 times at this main structure, and then continue the same numbers of beads here and start to weave in them. Now I have completed inserting the beads and attaching them to the main structure, and this is how it's going to be on the hand. And it could be a set to this ring and also the earring that we had. For the last part, we should make these points closed, and we could use our round nose pliers and make them rounded so that it wouldn't be sharp. Just one after the other with your round nose pliers, make these parts curved so that there wouldn't be any sharp edges. In this step, to attach these 2 parts at the end, again we use the thinner wire, make a tie, and just like this pattern, 3 in one of the main structures and 3 in the other, we just continue to weave and continue to wrap on these 2 strands. So we insert the wire in, we make a tie, and wrap it 3 times on one of these strands. Then we pull the thinner wire and we put it beneath the other structure, and then wrap it all around. And we continue this for 3 times as the other part. So I continued weaving the wire on both 2 strands and on both parts. Now this is ready to be used, your beautiful wire bangle and a cuff bracelet. This would be it. I think it's so beautiful, and I hope you would make one for yourself or the one that you love or for setting. Take care and bye-bye.